Hello and welcome to Talking Trash. Talking Trash is an awareness program series related to the importance of waste segregation, proper waste disposal, benefits from waste cycling, and all in all, taking responsibility of our own trash. I'm Tshering Wangmo. Join me on the 2nd and 4th Tuesdays every month at 4:20 p.m. on the English service of the BBS Radio for Talking Trash. In today's edition, I'll be talking on the theme of the World Water Day 2017, Waste Water. So stay tuned. Although it is said that over 90% of the Bhutanese population may have access to improved drinking water, but what they are consuming is not the safest. Ensuring safe drinking water is still a challenge in a country with rapid industrialization, population growth, and climate change. However, to improve quality of water supply and provide safe drinking water, the concerned agencies carry out cleaning campaign in all the 20 dzongkhags. Similarly, a mass cleaning campaign was held along the Chupachu downstream area coinciding with the World Water Day on 22nd of March in the capital. Members of 22 organizations and communities located along the Chupachu stream, along with the soups and armed force personnel, cleaned and adopted the stretch of Chupachu stream. His Excellency, the Prime Minister Sringtopki, graced the opening ceremony. Addressing the event, Prime Minister highlighted on wastewater, the theme of the World Water Day 2017.
당같이 다래기 점블링기 추기님 지승배우달루 대 점블링 추기님기 믹바디 대 wastewater로 임에 세슈니 대 쪽출로 임에 세슈니 다니루 땡아치기 투섬 자체라베 예디기베 쪽추디 가데치 때 마팝베수가 아니 다레 투섬 때 나니기 고갑 때 잠치 세슈니 속바서달루 다 찹살레 텐디유 차니레 텐디유 세슈니 찹사기 테카 힙달루 톰데기디 다 스위리치 파이프 날레파 때 속바수 때디 마 바비살루 깨심레 때 전카기 사고 날레 깨심레 때디 쌍토토베 조인 세슈니 때디 때 톰델루 때디 나라기 호텔레 까디 가서 슈니 다 데디기베 달레파 때디 스위리치수 땡아치기 사파짬니디 템페라 베보베 중기 호텔레 때 잡조르 때 가데타다 제나오 세슈니.
Lynchen said it's a collective responsibility to take care of the sources of water to maintain the downstream clean.
추바추기 추 세우달루 땡아체 나 템푸 데미기 밀로 자체레 제바진 나기타와진 자차 납주대치 기 퉁추디 나랭이 세슈니 당아체 퉁고미디 비서베 퉁 매심레 로추디날루 나치기 속바 조다바친 디 미투니베 세슈니 디 나차라기 추이 노브딜루 땡아치기 마팔라라 규접 메비기 데 라이메 세슈니 아니 베올레 텐디기베 데 다레 록데라 고캅 렌디기베 나차라기 두빔메세 치링 추슨 가라기 랍 룹단디기베 데 나텐수 레심베라 데 단지 베디기베 나차라기 봄 부시슬루 레심베 티티 나게 세슈니 데 잠링 추이님디 카카르루 타시딜레 세슈니.
The event was organized by the Bhutan Red Cross Society in partnership with the National Environment Commission, Thimphu, Royal Society for Protection of Nature, and Clean Bhutan. This is the first such event organized by Bhutan Red Cross Society under the patronage of Her Majesty the Gultin. I talked to the chairperson of Bhutan Red Cross Society, Tshering Wangmo, on the importance of the event.
The importance of it is we are facing a challenge of, the water is something that is very important to us, and at the same time, we are facing challenges in terms of pollution and getting, the water resources getting depleted. And today's particularly is marked to really recognize the importance of it, of how important the water is, and to ensure we maintain that and then address the issues that is related to water.
Today's World Water Day's theme is based on wastewater. If you could elaborate on that.
Yeah, every year there is a theme for World Water Day, and this year is why wastewater. It's particularly, I suppose, it's to really remind ourselves not to waste water, or it could also otherwise understand is wastewater is be mindful about how you deal with waste and pollution.
Dashul, today it's focusing on the adoption of Chuvachu, this stream. So why so now? Why not other streams and rivers as well? Why only focusing on Chuvachu stream?
Well, this is one lifeline for the Thimphu residents, and the organizers like National Environment Commission and Bhutan Red Cross Society, what we agreed upon was let us first work with one. Yes. And it is something that is easier to deal with, and this is something of a pilot program that we'll try out. And if this works out, because how we are doing is the whole stretch of stream has 3 tributaries from above the upper Muthetang and down to the area where it flows into Wangchu. At each stretch it will be adopted by the institutions and communities that are actually settled along that buffer zone, and we want to try out how it works in order to maintain that stream clean and waste free. So if this works, we would like to, in a National Environment Commission, like to replicate the other streams as well.
This event is organized by Bhutan Red Cross. This is the first event that is being organized by such a society. If Dashu could also elaborate on roles and responsibilities of Bhutan Red Cross.
Bhutan Red Cross Society is a national Red Cross society that's a part of the International Red Cross movement, and we, through the enactment of Bhutan Red Cross Society Act 2016, we are now legally established in Bhutan, and the Bhutan Red Cross Society is given mandate to engage in 3 areas. One is disaster management, second is health promotion, the other one is social services. And Bhutan Red Cross Society activities will carried out mostly through membership of the society and the volunteers, and these will all be community based. And for example, if there is any disaster, or for that matter any activities that is related to social activities, social services that needed to be done, we want to make sure that it's really the grassroots level people who are involved in it, and it's them who know the best. It's them who can do something about it immediately, and then through the spirit of volunteerism, we want to make sure that there is a ownership. So therefore, this initiative, adopting the stream, is very much in line with that. When we have assigned each stretch of the stream to the respective organizations and the communities settled along that stream, so they are taking ownership to maintain that stretch of stream clean. It really fits in very well with the Bhutan Red Cross Society's working modality, rather than relying on somebody outside, be it human resources or funding. So this has to be really a community ownership. So this is how it fits in very well with today's program.
So this is the very first program organized by Bhutan Red Cross Society. So any other similar activities that are in line by such organizations?
Yes, we have. We have actually identified 3 pilot projects. One was the mass cleaning campaign like this one. The other one was on the fire safety, because we know now fire has become quite a big issue, be it a structural fire or forest fire, and we need to do something about it. And then third one is on the first aid training for the general public or taxi drivers or whoever, so that they will be at the site when there's a traffic accidents to save lives. So these are the things to start off with.
Globally, World Water Day is being observed to take action to tackle the water crisis. In 1993, the United Nations General Assembly officially designated 22nd of March as World Water Day. As per the World Water Development Report launched on World Water Day, 1,000 children die every day from illness linked to poor sanitation, but a new approach to wastewater could help do something about it.
80% of all wastewater today is just released back into the environment, and this has major implications on health and also on the environment, where you have children bathing, playing, and when you put this into context with 1,000 children dying every day due to unsafe water and sanitation that creates diarrhea, this becomes a major problem. We also see these issues in present pollutants in wastewater, such as antibiotics or hormones or steroids, that we yet need to see the implications of. And in terms of the environment, where you see there is that if you just release wastewater back into the environment, it can cause toxic algae blooming, and it can also disrupt biodiversity. So we really need to focus on wastewater this year, but the good news is that there's a lot of things that can be done.
The communication manager at UN Water also highlighted on how the more efficient use of water could save lives and be an effective, sustainable investment in our health and environment.
So, for example, municipalities can clean their streets with wastewater. You can also have industries that can reuse wastewater for heating or for cooling down systems or even for cleaning factories. And there's a lot on an individual level that can be done, such as just turning off the tap when you brush your teeth, to create more wastewater that we then need to treat.
Similarly, the director of the UN World Water Assessment Program at UNESCO explains how we need to reduce and reuse wastewater to help address growing water scarcity around the world.
We should try to reuse the water in the household as much as we can. They use this again, watering the garden or flushing the toilet if they have. In general, we should treat the water for the purpose we want to use it. And not necessarily all wastewater need to be treated up to drinking water standards. Particularly in low-income countries, what we need is low-tech. Low-tech means that we have wastewater treatment systems that are less expensive. They need less upfront capital investment. They often utilize the natural systems, for instance, constructed wetlands. The biological treatment possibilities by utilizing ecosystem services of this wetland. We can manage that, and that is much cheaper and equally efficient in terms of effluent water quality. So low-cost, robust technology is the way to go, certainly in the developing countries, also in the light of achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. With the costly high-tech, we will never achieve this.
Before ending today's edition, let's listen to Tshering Wangmo's message of the day.
To say the least, we are that much closer to fulfilling one of the aspirations of His Majesty the King, and I quote, "Where we live must be clean, safe, organized and beautiful for national integrity, national pride and for a bright future. This too is nation building." On this optimistic note, I thank you.
Well, with this, we come to the end of Talking Trash edition, and I'm Tshering Wangmo signing out for now, and thank you for tuning in. Do join me 2nd and 4th Tuesdays every month at 4:20 p.m. on the English service of the BBS Radio for Talking Trash. And thank you for tuning in.